Hi, it's Michael. Welcome to the channel where we figure stuff out together because we're all in this together. Did I just find #1 pizza place in the United States? I think I have, so just bear with me here. And I have to tell you, I've been at this for my whole life. I am a pizza person. I love pizza. I watch One Bite every night. The reviews, Dave Portnoy. I grew up in New York. I've eaten pizza in Yonkers and Bronx and Queens and Brooklyn and New York City, of course, and all around the United States. About 30 years ago, my friend Pete says to me, we're driving up to a casino in Connecticut. He says, you know what? We have to stop in New Haven for Pepe's Pizza. I said, Pete, I've eaten everywhere pizza. I don't need to stop in New Haven, Connecticut for pizza. It's okay. He goes, no, just trust me. Come with me. I said, okay. I took a leap of faith. I'm open-minded. We get to Pepe's Pizza, never heard of it before. He orders for us. The pizza comes, looks weird, cut up in a million different pieces. I'm like, all right. I take a piece, I take a bite, I look at him. Best pizza I ever had. You changed my life. And Pepe's has been #1. And I've done a video recently about Pepe's, and it's awesome. Cut to recently, 30 years later, me and Pete are going up to the casino. And my wife says, there's a place along the way in Hartford that Dave Portnoy gave it 8.1. You maybe want to stop off on the way. And I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. I'm open-minded. I want to try an 8.1. Sounds great, which is really high for Dave Portnoy. And we get to Zephyr's Pizza, and great waitress comes up and says, can I take your order? And I said, well, it's the first time here. What do you recommend? She goes, well, pizza is obviously what we're known for. And my wife is with us too. She wants half pepperoni, and she's very specific. She likes it well done and very evenly spread. And okay, well, half pepperoni. And I said, anything else we should be getting? She said, well, you should get the pastrami. I said, what? I said, who, what? Pastrami at a pizza place. And then I remembered in the Dave Portnoy review, they gave him a little piece of pastrami and he kind of ate it and went on along his way.
Zephyr's Street Pizza, West Hartford. Yeah, they got sandwiches in there. A little bump of pastrami, as he called it.
I said, okay, well, and my friend Pete, and I said, oh, we'll get a sandwich. We'll split a sandwich. Janelle's going to get a sandwich. He says, Pete says, I don't want the pastrami. I'm here for the pizza. Don't worry about me for the pastrami. I said, I can't eat a whole. I'm not going to eat a whole. We'll split it. Pizza comes. Look at the pizza. I mean, perfect. Undercarriage, just the way I like it. I like Portnoy. I like it thin crust.
Wow.
Yeah.
The undercarriage.
Cheese well done. Looks great. Then she drops off the pastrami sandwich. She puts it to the side. I'm eating the pizza because that's, the main course. I'm eating the pizza, and my friend Pete is across the table, and he's kind of quiet over there. I don't know what quite's happening because that thing is in the way. I said, Pete, what's happening? And I see him take a bite of the pastrami. I said, what's happening? He looks up at me and he says,
Heaven.
Mike, this is the best pastrami I've ever had in my life. So 3 decades earlier, when he took me to Pepe's, this is the best pizza I've ever had. Now, 30 years later, he's saying this is the best pastrami I've ever had. And then I took a bite, and I'm like, what? We've been to Katz's. We've been to all the big delis in the city. There's something about this pastrami in this pizza place that is amazing. And in fact, I spoke to Dante, the owner, and he explained a little bit about why his pastrami is better than even Katz.
What's the secret to the pastrami? Because we're going crazy for the pastrami.
The big secret is I braise it in fat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Katz, all these other places, a lot of them they use water.
It's right because it's not fatty, but it's juicy.
That's the goal.
That's it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this place special. Is you have 360. You have great atmosphere. You have waitress service. You have amazing pizza. You have amazing pastrami. And the owner is right there. I'm right behind you. All right, let's see.
And I hope it's not stuck. Okay, we got it.
Oh, it looks great.
Not bad.
And he can show you what he's doing, and you can see the passion. As much as I am a fan of Pepe's Pizza, which is my number one up until that point, you know, I don't think there's a Pepe hanging around the oven still making the pizza. At Zephyr's, Dante is there. And this is his life. And if you go to the website and you read about him, I mean, he learned how to make pizza when he's 5 years old. The restaurant that is this, I think, the fourth pizza place to be in that spot in 6 years. So 3 others had failed before it. And here's a guy who says, you know what, I'm going to take my last couple of bucks and I'm going to go for it. Him and his wife, they had met in that location. They wanted to do something in that location, and he's grinding it out. He is there. You open the door and Dante is there. And to me, that is an element that other pizza places probably don't have. 99 out of 100 pizza places don't have the owner still there doing what he's doing, or she. And that's something special. Then they brought over a dessert that was just amazing.
Oil cake, lemon olive oil cake, really good olive oil. We char it, a little bit in the oven. So it's got a nice buttery crust. Of course, we make the whipped cream. It's very technical, a bunch of gas.
Bean?
Yeah.
Wow, that looks
Awesome.
That's awesome. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank
Enjoy.
you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Wow, that's really good.
We just finished up at Zephyr's?
Zephyr.
Zephyr.
West Wind. It means West Wind, I think.
Oh, West Wind.
The West Wind. It was so good, unbelievable. We came originally for the pizza, and there was pastrami on the menu. I've never had pastrami like it. I think I'd come back for the pastrami. Pizza was good. Pastrami, unbelievable.
I like the olive oil cake with the fresh whipped cream. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I would say pizza was a 9.1, the pastrami was a 9.4, and the cake was a 9.5.
10 on the pastrami.
10 on the pastrami.
Unbelievable.
It's a plus.
It's pouring. Let's go.
You have to come.
Zephyr's, here in West Hartford.
Yes.
Come and get it.
Come and get it. Is this the number one pizza place in America? I don't know if I could say no to that. I'm a big fan of Pepe's, but this is more than that. It's the pizza, it's the pastrami, it's the cake, it's Dante. I'm gonna say Zephyr's is the number one pizza place in America. Prove me wrong. Come to it, check it out. They deserve it. They work hard. They make an amazing product. They deserve to win. You know, I sold Yellow Pages for 23 years, and I work with small businesses, and they're the lifeblood. You know, I still don't understand how people come to New York City and eat at Olive Garden. I never understand that. There's so many mom and pops who are, you know, feeding their families in their pizza place or their restaurant, and we need to support them. And especially a gentleman like Dante, who's been doing this his whole life and grinding it out and just giving superior service, superior quality food, coming up with stuff that you'd never imagine at a pizza place. So yeah, prove me wrong. Zephyr's is the number one pizza place in America. Talk to you soon.